What's going on, YouTube? My name is Ron. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Celtics My League. Today, guys, we are going to take a look at our final game of the regular season that we are going to take a look at. It's going to be against the Chicago Bulls. Now, taking a look at some games that I've simulated since our last episode, Giannis and Jabari Parker hit us with a big game, respectively, for both of them against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first game that I simulated after that Raptors loss, 28 and 25 for both of them. Giannis almost a triple-double. DeMar DeRozan, big game once again against us, 25 points. Kyle Lowry, 22. Valanciunas had another big rebounding game with 11. Monroe, 10 rebounds. And rebounding is going to be a huge key focus for me in the offseason for this team. And one guy who's going to be a free agent this year and could really help us at the power forward position, which we don't really have a dominant power forward. We don't even have a power forward on the roster. Gershon Yabusele is our only power forward. And I'm thinking Derek Favors can be a pretty big pickup for us if we can get him on a reasonable contract. 7 rebounds this year for the Jazz, and I'm sure that wasn't all, and he's not playing a ton right now, so that's unlimited minutes for Derek Favors. But looking at his rebounding numbers, his offensive rebounding numbers are above league average for that power forward position. His defensive rebounding is a little meh, but I mean, you can do some training and you can get it up there. He's only 26 years old. A 6'10 power forward could be exactly what I need. In and around the basket, he's a great scorer at 77 over 77 for that shot close. And he's right on average for power forwards. Defense isn't that bad either. And yeah, he could be a guy that we target in the offseason. And in a future episode, we'll take a look at some more guys that I'm going to be targeting coming up in the offseason. We'll probably do that in that video where we sign free agents and go through the draft and stuff like that. But we are a while away from that episode as we are taking on the Chicago Bulls here today. Our last meeting with them, we took a close game victory, 102-101 in our last meeting in Chicago for the Celtics when they last played the Chicago Bulls. But they've got Zach LaVine back now, and Zach LaVine could be a key player for them. Here he is early on. Fadeaway three-pointer, knocks it down. And our offense was stagnant here. 2 minutes without a basket for us, and the Bulls are they're getting offensive rebounds. That's Chris Dunn with the offensive board. And the putback for a 5-point lead for Chicago early on. Make it 7 as Robin Lopez flushes one home, but Jaylen Brown playing some nice defense here, and he slams one home on the fast break. Jaylen Brown going to be a huge key player for us as we go down the stretch and into the playoffs here. I see him playing defense on some of the biggest names. Right now, it's looking like we could be matching up against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the playoffs, and I can see him guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo and doing his best to slow him down. This season, Jaylen has developed into a decent enough defensive player where I could put him on him and realistically feel confident enough as he hits a three-pointer right there, and his offense has come along this season as well. But nice passing here from Horford, finding Jason Tatum for the late flush and one on the foul. And I think we're going to take a look at the free throw here to see if he makes this a three-point play. Maybe, maybe not. But the two-hand flush and the foul from Bobby Portis looking like no on the free throw. But another guy who's going to be questionable this offseason for us is Marcus Smart. Now, he is expecting right around $22 million right now, and I'm just Zach LaVine hits the free throw line jumper, but Marcus Smart just not worth $22 million in my opinion, and this is coming from a big Celtics fan. He's one of the longest tenured members of the Celtics club, and Zach LaVine poster with nobody in front of him. But Marcus Smart, $22 million is just not going to happen. I'm going to honestly feel good about offering him somewhere in the avenue of $10 to $13 million. And if he accepts it, great, we'll bring him back. He's a good defensive player and can be good for our second unit. But for $22 million, I'm gonna give $22 million I'm gonna give $30 million to Kyrie next year if he accepts that contract. So we're already above the salary cap, so our roster could look different as we go into season 2 of this MyGm or My League, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. My league's better than MyGm in my opinion. Too many players just complaining. Jaylen Brown wide open for three in the corner, knocks one down. We're pulling away here, a 15-point lead over Chicago here in the second. Make it a 16 now as Chris Dunn drives in and gets the layup to go. No contest at the rim for Chris Dunn, who is looking like he's going to be the most improved player this year in this My League, maybe real life. I'm not sure who else is really contending for that. But poor defense there on my part as Jerry Grant wide open to the rim. Nice find from, I think, Lauri Markkanen there. More offensive rebounding for the Bulls here. Another surprise, we're getting out-rebounded on the offensive end by another team. As back-to-back trips down the court, we get hit with an offensive rebound and second chance points as the Markkanen gets the two-pointer to go. Out to Terry Rozier. Knocks down the three-pointer. That was a pretty deep three. I'm not in the habit of taking three-pointers with Terry Rozier very often, but shot clock was winding down, I think, and I just had to let it go when he knocks it down. Good. Al Horford. I don't know. Al Horford just good. You know who else is good? It's Jason Tatum. Kyrie was going to do a double team there. They were double teaming Kyrie down the stretch here, but luckily, Zach LaVine just put my man Greg Monroe on his back. Oh, maybe he didn't fall down. I don't know. But that was a poster for Zach LaVine. He's becoming an offensive superstar right now for the Chicago Bulls. Really keeping him in this one as it's a 13-point lead for us. Zach LaVine, again, three pretty good highlight plays here in a row for Zach LaVine. Keeping the Bulls within a reasonable distance here. We still have the lead, but there's a three from Justin Holiday. And the Bulls are on a 13-2 run here, bringing it within single digits. There's David Nwamba getting blocked, but Lauri Markkanen finding the rebound off the block and getting the bucket to go. Marcus Morris take off on him. Let's go. It's only a 4-point game now. The Bulls, they went on a nice little run here to really make this one close. Gershon Yabusele getting some minutes here at the power forward spot because he's literally our only power forward on the roster who can do anything. Shemi Ojale is listed as the power forward in the game, but he can't do anything. He's not good on offense, and he's really not that good on defense, so I'm not going to give him any minutes. Nice passing here, big to big. Lauri Markkanen is a mismatch on Al Horford, in my opinion, so I was trying to take advantage of that down the stretch as Kyrie penetrates, gets the layup to go, but Lauri Markkanen, not the greatest defender, so when I have the bigger matchup on him with Al Horford, I was trying to really take advantage of it as the defense kind of falls asleep here and lets Horford get right open into the paint for two. Celtics trying to do some more on offense here as Jason Tatum finds his way into the lane for two on the layup. Bulls trying to stay alive here. Nice block from Kyrie, sending it into the stands. Chris Dunn trying to pull it from mid, but Kyrie says no. Only I can shoot mid-range. But right away, Zach LaVine gets the mid-range to go. So forget what I just said. But nice passing here, Jalen to Jason, back to Jalen. He's going to back down Denzel Valentine, get the runner to go. An 8-point lead for the C's here as we had 3 minutes left in this one. Chris Dunn running the offense here, trying to keep his team in it. Dunn, nice pass to Portis as they get the 2-pointer to go. But Chris Dunn, really, I think he's a good fit for this Bulls team. He can really run the offense. And, Jason Tatum. Take off and put that man, Denzel Valentine, in your poster. That was fantastic. I love using Jason Tatum. He's great on offense. He can drive. He can shoot. He's just really an all-around player that I love using as we find him again in transition. And he flushes one home with the right hand, giving us the 13-point lead. And that should be well enough lead to do it. Made 5 more three-pointers in the Bulls in this one too as Jaylen Brown driving in, uncontested at the rim. The nice acrobatic finish to get the bucket to go. And that does it. We win this one 114-104. Nice little bounce back after taking back-to-back losses in our last 2 episodes to the Rockets and the Raptors. Of course, not back-to-back losses in the sense that we lost 2 games in a row, but I could simulate a lot of games in between those. But back-to-back episodes with a loss was something that I wasn't really happy with, and we just needed this kind of win. This is why I played this game, really, to just take a team that's not going to make the playoffs and kind of just make sure that we beat them and go into the playoffs with a nice little win. Kyrie Irving, 23 points. Well-rounded scoring in this one for our team. Jason Tatum had 19 points. Jaylen Brown, 18. Horford, 14. Kyrie, 23. Marcus Morris, good production off the bench. Gershon, 8 points. I will take Gershon Yabusele giving me 8 points every day. Marcus Smart not doing it on the offensive end at all on me for this one. They just double-teamed off of him, and he wasn't able to hit his shots, really. Zach LaVine, big, huge game for them. Their best player on offense in this one. 27 points, 12 of 24, 3 of 9 from 3. But really didn't distribute the ball at all and got his teammates involved. 0 assists. Chris Dunn with a solid 14 points. But yeah, this game was good. It was a really fun game. Probably my best game overall in this series. We limited our turnovers, only 7 turnovers in this one. We hit our threes and our free throws. And it was just a really good game, in my opinion. And our offense struggled in the beginning, but we came together to take this one by a 10-point victory margin. 114-104, once again, your final. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Please hit that subscribe button if you want to see some more content. The series playlist is in the description below. If you have missed any of the past episodes, they're right there. You can catch up on episodes 1 through 3. We'll jump into the playoffs next episode in our first round matchup against, you guessed it, the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll see if we can stop Giannis and Jabari and go to the second round. I'll see you next time.